With the coming of the next morning, the worries of the day before have washed away. A new day proclaims a new start. A brief respite from the continual issues and repercussions of a day slow to pass. Today is your chance to turn it all around and make something new of what was. With every day being your building blocks necessary to either further ambition or goals, or to relay foundations recently shaken. This is your chance to move forward. No matter how much of a slog it may be, no matter how hard it is to lift the stones that place upon that foundational base to build something more, the only thing that can make it happen, the only thing that can cause success, is your own effort and dedication. And as your eyes open, your doors unlock, your businesses open, and your sheaths filled with swords, axes, or spears as you go out the door. Today will determine fate, just like any other. And with that, your cards are now up.
Let's continue our patrol going through. Another day.
What?
We're going to continue walking around. Did that darkness knock your head loose? You're also speaking in the common tongue.
Wait, I am?
Yes.
I shouldn't be.
Well, you are.
Am I now?
There you go.
I forgot to put my moving. Hold on. My toolkit.
All of mine turns off immediately. I have to turn them on right at the start.
Am I normal or am I floating?
You're on the ground.
Okay.
No one's training first thing today. Guess another day of lackluster. Unfortunate.
So exactly did that Imperials tell you exactly?
There was no lies within his eyes as he stated this. He talked of another dryad that once lived in this domain, a female voice calling her home. That he was an experiment by the Imperials and was forced to commit atrocities against wood elves and dryads alike. He also told the truth on how this place was made. How this was nothing more than a burnt down ashes and cinders. And all that stood was a hill with a bulb at the top, one that takes thousands of years to form. And thousands more to awaken. And yet there she is, the child of Etla, awake after only a couple of days. He was one of the ones to allow it to take shape, but not just sigils and signs from Sotar, but wild magic.
Wild magic with...
Interesting combination. Oh.
I wouldn't think they'd be compatible, but...
And yet here we are in something that feels different. Good morning.
Sentinels, good morning indeed. I actually wanted to speak with a couple of you.
Well, you have us now before we do our routine in the mornings. How can we assist?
I wanted to speak with you about what you spoke to the one that was here yesterday, Blaze.
Place. Which one is that one?
Brown hair. If he's not in his armor, it's the black robe. Not sure what color his eyes
The
are.
one that was full of darkness before is now
Yes,
something
him.
else.
The Inquisitor.
Yes.
I heard that he followed you, so I wanted to ask what happened.
He spoke with us. He explained how this place was created, how it used to be a different type of grove, before he himself burned it to ashes. He told us the truth. I didn't
he did.
see any lies within his eyes, but we were going to confirm. So if that is the case from you as well, that is two voices stating the same proclamation.
He spoke of killing this Fae and all that was left of this grove was just a bulb atop of a hill, and the work of Shotar and wild magic. All of this grew in a matter of days.
Yes, what he said is true. I was not part of the tribe, and so I sat out of it. I was in a camp just down the river. We watched this place burn for about a week on end before the flames died down.
I do have a question for you. Did the child of Etler
Ask away.
speak of another dryad before this?
Not to me. I was unaware of another.
This blaze
She has
states
mentioned
that
your
the
mother, but yeah.
yes, this blaze states that this grove used to look different and was run by another dryad. Someone who was called away
Yes.
by a voice. His lover. Something odd about this grove and how many dryads take humans.
Now that you mention it, Blaze had said something about a past dryad, and Faye was the reason why he was cast out. I do not know much more than that. They haven't deigned to tell me, and I don't really care to ask. But this place was different. The tree was significantly smaller. There were thorny vines rather than the ancient-looking shrubs. And the fog was much closer in.
I see. I have one final question for you, which will give you whatever information you need. What color was the bright light that shimmered over the bulb?
I don't fucking know. I'm going to assume green.
That's as close as we're going to get with that. He states that a golden
Unfortunately,
light
they did not allow.
was also going
They did
across
not
it as
allow
well.
me to help. So I do not know what it was, for I was not here.
They didn't allow you to help, but are you not the sentinel? Were you not the sentinel before? Did you join after she
No.
awoken?
I had spent months on end trying to join this tribe. I was sent here because the dwarfs that I used to live with, or more accurately was the slave of, knew that she was here. So they sent me here to join her tribe, and they did not trust me. They started with lies, and the chieftain even admitted to myself, or at least the chieftain at the time, admitted to wanting to create a false personality in order to gauge who I was. So I'm not but a recent addition to the tribe.
I see. That gives us a little bit more insight on the people that she keeps.
Kept. The only one left is a Thulian.
I see.
And Daniel, I guess. But him and I are not friends.
Well, I wouldn't want to be
Is
friends with
this
someone
human
who...
a part of the tribe, or are they just simply a concubine?
I don't know. They treat him better than they do me, so I would assume so. Either that or he's treated very well for a concubine.
The amount of trust that we had witnessed yesterday was astonishing. He had lost his sense, and the child of Edla ran rampant. To find out that this is normal around here is a bit startling, to say the least.
Well, that is a new development as well. At least she had others with her, I guess, if she's running around.
She didn't. In fact, the Sentinel, Thulian, gave us attitude when we informed her that she should have been with her child of Etla instead of walking so casually through the grove.
The entirety of the tribe, along with the sentinel, the maiden, and the chieftain, were merely sauntering around the grove, while she was in a panic running in and out.
Alright, I'll talk to them.
One final thing. Since you wanted to know about everything that we talked about, and I will give this to you, because you will help me with understanding exactly if any of it truly is true. We know people can hide their true intentions, and it can be hard to detect, but I did not feel any lies. You stated that we'd be more of an assistant here. But I think, with your help as well, we might be able to bring them to a standard. I'm not saying it's going to help their cause in any means, but if we can see improvement, that might assist his point of view.
I am already trying. I have told the Dryad that since the darkness has been dealt with, anyone coming to this grove should be limited, and anyone not part of the tribe better have a good reason for coming here. Whether she listens to me or not is up to her, I guess.
Well, in the meantime, if we see any training going on, we will put our foot down and assist. Seeing how
I appreciate
casual
it.
their training has been without you. Seems they are lackluster in my own personal feelings.
I
Also,
appreciate it.
as much
I
as
would
she
train
is
you, but they
a...
have specifically asked not for my help.
And as much as that is still a friend here, I don't think seeing a half-naked northern woman running around your grove also adds a good light to what we're trying to accomplish here.
She has her own place. I don't know why she's here.
I guess it means we need another push from him about that one. Seeing as Miss VRCRP, the child of Etla, does not seem to like my own opinions.
I would push as well, but I think mine are just about as useful as yours, if not less. Unfortunately, we do also need that half-naked barbarian running around, because they are one of the few people that can guide us to the north.
That's right. We did hear rumored, as this is actually the first time we've heard about going to the north, is it not? Well, I've been around.
It is. You
We're following in the footsteps of, I believe, the 11th Guardian, the youngest one.
Interesting.
I'm sure you're aware of the dangers the North presents to our kind.
I mean, I saw you look my arms up and down. I'm no stranger to danger or pain. I don't care much.
I'm not speaking for your behalf.
The rest of the tribe, I understand.
We know fully well what you're able to be capable of. We fought you hand in hand properly. We know what you can be. And the continued training with that short sword might be able to give us a little bit more a peace of mind that a sentinel, someone who has fought and trained with the likes of us.
Not only that, but if you were observing the ritual the day before, you will know that I fought them in a bear form for a significant amount of time, so...
Yes.
I know my place as a sentinel is a good one, but the problem is that they do not trust me, so... I am left in the dark more often than not, and that's not something I enjoy, despite how many times I've voiced it.
It is a bit concerning that someone who is not being trusted is given the position of a sentinel, which is intended to be extremely trustworthy and barrier for the child of Etla.
That is why I am trying to hand it off to a Thulian, at least the lead sentinel position. Whenever she is ready, or she is the one that is to become the next lead sentinel. But as I had said, they requested the teachings of Awode and not myself.
We'll see what we can do to assist on our own as well. As much as we are here to observe, I think a lot of us want to put our foot down and make sure that we're putting in every effort we can.
Oh, and because we had spoken about it when I first talked with Audril, you might want to tell him that the reason why Pandoria might not have been seen for quite some time is because she was investigating the Staff of Etla and the Temple of Ashara.
That is also what Blaze had brought up. I was hoping that would be the actual case. Thank you for bringing that to my attention properly. We will go ahead and bring that to his as well.
If you have any more questions, feel free to find me.
We will. Thank you.
Very well.
And thank you for the talk as well.
Of course, if you ever need us, all you would have to do is shout. We're pretty fast.
I understand, and likewise.
Let's continue our runabout and then head back.
Let's check out the north first.
Oh, one more thing you might want to know.
Yes.
I was disconnected from the woods for some time, a result of being in the Underdark. When I got back, this grove offered me something, and I ended up accepting it. I ended up hearing Etla's voice, and she expressed sorrow for being led astray and not being nourished and tended for by those that were supposed to. I don't know what that meant.
Interesting. Thank you for bringing that also to our attention. Maybe we'll just go straight to him first and then go back. Thank you.
Whatever you decide to do, you are free to come and go.
Let us go. Thank you again.
Of course.
That's not concerning in the slightest. Not only that this blaze states that the staff is inside of VRCRP, but it should be in that temple.
I do not know what to believe at this point. Perhaps Ardil might have some of the answers.
We'll give him everything now that we have confirmation. Time to respawn. Yippee! Yippee, 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 yippee. Your voice mod turned off while we were talking.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh. When?
I don't know.
You told me.
Because we were in the middle of talking.
I can't believe it.
I'll be showing up later in the day. I'm gonna ask for Flash Mob to pick up Sordillo's things later.
Okay.
Where's my face? There I am.
That's a lovely name. Something that could hold it back. Something that could not escape from. What it looked like it did disperse, it did look like that it was destroyed. However, as for myself, along with these creatures, this disease, knowing me full well personally, I will keep a record and I will keep necessary precautions to make sure that if they aren't destroyed, we will have the necessary defense against them.
What about Blaze?
But I do believe Blaze is still alive, fully well.
What other casualties?
To be quite honest, miraculously, other than the men-at-arms and men-of-war that were lost during the escort to try and retrieve Basil, as it would have been said, there were none.
Oteus, King of Kings. We have weathered darkness and sorrow. Grant us a better day ahead where burdens feel lighter and hope feels possible again. For tomorrow and today bring relief, but yesterday had brought struggle. A peace follow where pain has walked, and the better days dawn for those who have suffered. We hope for brighter moments to come, so grant us a better day.
Basil might have a point. They might not be too gone altogether. We do need to remember they gathered a lot of bodies during the whole wars and whole events that occurred within Nardis. They might have had something else set up during that time. I don't know what. But that can be a problem that can be touched at another given time once ready. I am making everything... Yeah.
You're safe.
I wish that there was more that I could have done.
Hey, Bruns.
Known, but there wasn't. I planned out everything perfectly.
Is there anything that I can do as the prioress before I go and bounce about as other NPCs today? Oh, yippee. Well, it's a good thing I'm outside.
Not because it's your fault, but because it was your responsibility. Those men that I gave to you, your responsibility. Open.
They were indeed.
Pardon my intrusion. Crown's blessings to you both.
Crown's blessings.
How can I help?
I had, excuse me, come in to check up on the both of you. With everything that has been going on, I've been wanting to make sure that everyone's been doing all right.
As she says this, her eyes flicker from Soma to the young lord and back again.
I'm fine.
I'm fine as well, just recovering at the moment from a few days ago.
Have
These
I
men will be remembered.
done
They're not done
something
yet, Summer.
wrong?
No, you just
I've never
walked in on
heard you
something tender.
both talk in such a tone. Understood.
Summer, I'm not saying this
Yes.
because I blame you. I'm not saying this because I think it was your fault. But those men were entrusted to you, and it was your responsibility to look after them. Ergo, it is your responsibility, once we get to Giwan, to bury them. I recovered the bodies yesterday, I cremated them, and I put them in those vials. This is our tradition. We do not bury them in foreign soil. There is a box in my room filled with the ashes of people that were under my care as well, and there are crates filled with arms. Those are your first. I give these to you now, so that the next time you are given men under your control, you understand the weight of it. You understand, Soma?
Absolutely, young lord. I want to carry that weight, and I want to make sure that I never forget those who have died for me.
Good
Ever.
man. I knew you would. Take it to heart, and understand that these men will die for us, and that's... should never, ever be a light. Okay?
Understood, young lord.
Thank you, Soma.
I'll head back over to the clinic. and look over that intestine.
Please do.
Good
Will you
morning.
make sure that the body of that chaplain is taken well care of?
Yes.
Thank you.
Something on your mind, Prioress?
I couldn't help but overhear through the door, and I guess my suspicions were slightly correct. There seems to be a trust being taken away from me, and I would like to know why.
I only found out today, to be honest. I don't think there's trust taken away from you.
He used to be quite close with me, which is odd with his reaction of me arriving, so I would like to... Thank you.
Do you know why he showed up at the Grove yesterday at all? Did he say why?
The other day, he had stated, from what I had heard, somebody had told him about Basil being kidnapped.
You told him about Basil being kidnapped, Prioress. You arrived to the keep on a sickly-looking horse and informed the guardsmen that Basil had been kidnapped.
That's not true in the slightest.
I heard you were at the Grove.
Yes, from what I was told moments before I had even hit the road, he had arrived at the Grove.
Apparently this thing they were fighting, the Husk, as they were calling it, has the ability to mimic people. That's our guess. Now, we believe the Husk is gone, from what I've been told, but I think it's a little tender for him right now, that's all. I don't think he did anything wrong.
I see. I witnessed these when I was at the Grove the night before, trying to help sanctify the grounds to make it easier for what they had done.
Mm-hmm.
I had witnessed the Husk firsthand, and how easy it tries to manipulate. It had attempted to pull Miss Torty into the green fog it produced outside the Grove, taking Blaze with what looked to be 20, 30 versions of herself, dragging him through the wood, trying to get her to leave past the veil that is surrounding it.
Well, from what I've been told, it's been dealt with, so not needed to be.
Good.
Are you okay?
Yesterday, one of my chaplains had returned disemboweled and charred to a crisp. I cannot help but feel responsible for setting him out that way. He had just been appointed, and I thought it would be an easier task to stay at Tellor, or even stay at the robber baron's estate. At the time, I can't remember the name of the castle.
Manticore?
For something darker from which from those who came in. They say that they pinned him to the wall with daggers, pulled out his intestines and surrounded the carpet in a circle of blood, and left his heart on the desk for them to find. After all of our men, all 60 men that were there, disappeared, no bodies, no anything. Just the chaplain and the Lord. The Lord skinned alive and bound to the roof one of the bearings.
This sounds similar to what's happening in Palamon.
It did that to someone of the faith. Whatever it is, it did that on purpose. It put him on display. And Oteus teaches us not to follow in vengeance, but I want justice for what has happened. I prayed for hours over his body before I left. And there was nothing but wishes and hopes, because he did not die in battle. He was... It's been on my mind all night. I barely slept.
It's a hard thing to shake. I remember I went to the ruins of Nithna Melorian, or above Nithna Melorian, during the Orc War. And we had 30 of our men there. And by the time we got there, it was a massacre. Beheaded, hung upside down, disemboweled. I don't forget that. I didn't sleep for a long time because of it. Couldn't think of anything else. I understand. It's a lot. And I wish I could give you some insight or teaching on how to get it better, but it's just gonna hurt, I think.
I think what makes it worse is that I would be able to handle this if he had died in battle, gloriously, choosing and following through with our beliefs and our goals. And I think that's why it's so painful. I want to know why. And if more and more of my chaplains start getting picked off one by one, as I have sent out multiple with each group, one with each one, now I wonder, are they safe? Did I send them to their deaths? To not fight in glorious battle under the watchful eye of Oteus, but to be brutally massacred and put on display for all to see.
I doubt they would let that happen without a proper fight. The alternative, Prioress, would be to keep them here behind the walls, nice and safe.
If I could, I would, in some sense, but then they wouldn't be able to feel fulfilled, even in the eyes of Oteus and our Lord.
Exactly.
Thank you.
It never, ever gets easier. The weight stays exactly the same, but our legs get a little stronger, our backs get a little stronger.
Here I am usually giving you a lesson in my sermons, and here you are helping me with my own.
It's nice, actually, to be on the other side. Having said that, though, I do have a question.
Yes,
if you
of
would humor
course.
me. How do you know if your prayers have worked or not?
I don't.
You just hope.
The way that Oteus is, and I've witnessed firsthand with Marin and Asara, they do not work the same. A voice does not call out to me and tell me that I am doing good and tell me which way to go. A feeling doesn't just pull me towards where I need to be. I don't hear the drums of war. But something has always felt like if I continued praying, if I continue putting everything I had into my words and mean them truthfully, they are heard. And so far, the last several prayers that I have put forth into this world have been heard. When your father came back with his spine barely attached and consistently in surgery for almost a week, a month, it was getting hard on a lot of us, even you, I noticed. But I prayed every night at his doorstep, and every day his back got better. And it wasn't just from the surgeons constantly. He was able to walk. He was able to go from room to room. He was able to ride his horse again a lot faster than anybody that would have that type of healing, regardless of what you've been through. And to me, that felt like everything worked.
Okay. Thanks.
Of course.
Will you walk with me to the chapel? I need to drop my sword off. So it's just a feeling.
Prayer, regardless of the religion, is always just a feeling. Oh.
It'd be a lot easier if there was a confirmation or something.
For the last 20 years, I have been wishing for a voice to tell me that he hears me. However, through dedication, even fighting those wraiths, I was able to actually hit through with my mace. Was able to fight stronger. If that doesn't show any type of divinity, I don't know what does.
I know you read from the book. Do you need to use certain words, or can you just say things?
I read from the book when I need passages. However, a lot of it is just words. Phrasings, the way that they enunciate within your mouth, that you know for a fact will come out as your true feelings. Whenever I do my prayers, it's almost like a confession, something you would do when you would sit down with someone and say, "Dearest Crown, I have sinned. May I speak with you?" It usually helps and makes them feel like they are able to walk the battlefields a bit more secure.
I had a funeral pyre for those that died, protecting Soma the other day, and no one else was there, so I did my best to speak for or to Oteus. I just want to make sure I wasn't fucking it up for them. Sorry. Freaking it up for them.
You're all right. Being the King of Kings, I don't believe the having to be educated in it all fully counts. You can be someone who knows the basics and still pray over someone, and he will be watching. It's why he stands there so vigilant.
Well, thank you, right? Iris.
Of course. If you ever have any more...
Before they arrest me.
Well, you were within your own abode. I don't think there'd be any type of issue.
I'm sure I'll be pulled away somewhere eventually. Might as well be ready. Only put it on so I could get beaten by Sir Roland.
How is that new mentor from Gwen?
He's no nonsense.
That
Kind of
sounds
appreciate
right.
it. I need to be better. I don't really care how that happens.
I think this will be a very good lesson, seeing as the Daemon Lena was very soft on you. Most those who fought in the wars and are grizzled with anticipation to teach others. I guess that's one way to put it. A little bit harsher.
I get it. It's necessary. I don't know. I think a lot of people forget that I've been through a lot. You know, it's not like I'm fresh off the boat to this, you know. I've led 2-3 wars now.
Leading a war doesn't mean that you're going to be, unfortunately, a good noble in the eyes of others. It does help in his eyes, though, because it does show that you're trying to wear your own crown of sovereignty. And I usually think that's enough, that you're fighting your battles. Because the crown sometimes feels a lot heavier than it actually is. Though that is your mind playing tricks and making it harder and harder to carry. You know, he doesn't wear a crown. All the depictions of what we think he looks like, not once did he wear a crown like the kings of old. He never wanted the glitter and glam from what depictions say. He was truly somebody of the battlefield. Somebody who wanted to make sure that justice was truly served righteously and true. But we never got any true depictions of him, just statues that appeared. Even our texts are so ancient that we had to learn language that hasn't been around for thousands of years. Just to be able to understand exactly how worshipping him would work. A lot of the teachings I see in your father, actually, makes it a lot easier to follow him.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. Just, you know.
You're doing your best.
So-
And you will continue forward and still continue doing your best. And soon enough, you will see the progress that you have truly gone through. We all make mistakes. That doesn't mean that you're a terrible person. And I know what you've done. But are you that person now?
Oh, of course not.
In the eyes of Oteus, if he was there watching over you on the battlefield, would he see that same poor child who had to do anything to survive? He would see an adult grasping at the new world that he is following through, to be this new title that is expected of him.
Yeah. Still figuring him out. But I think I'm getting there. I'm gonna get out of this armor. Hey, if you want to talk more about any of that stuff that's bothering, even if it's as a friend, not as a lord, just, you know.
I would like that. I think my chaplains have noticed I have not done my own confession to one of them. And, well, I think it's a little easier doing it in a way friend to friend than from leader to subordinate.
Then let me know. Thank
I
you,
will.
Iris.
You're welcome, young lord. You truly are smiling today.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. God's blessings to you both.
Morning. You as well.
What a disaster. What a fog. Are you looking for the Lord by chance?
Jesus.
Did not mean to scare you.
I've been a bit twitchy since the fog came in. I can barely see you left, right, and centre. Don't know what's going on with this, but it just came in out of nowhere. Don't know if it's from the ocean, from inland, but don't like it. Don't like it when I can't see a decent straight line.
I understand the feeling.
Makes it difficult to aim. I was considering heading inside for a time. Maybe wait until it passes so I'm a bit less twitchy.
There's a bit more company inside. I think it would be good.
Last time I went out in this, it wasn't pleasant.
A lot more people on the second floor.
Hmm.
If you wish,
Second
I
floor,
can.
that'll do.
You can go and read books in the common area. I think it would be a good way to pass the time until the fog lifts.
Hmm. Been hearing some strange rumours.
Such
Something
as?
about people going missing. And, strange happenings while I was away. I've been looking into the pass where the orcs are, but they're a lot more boisterous than I thought. Can't get too close. Ah. Greetings, young lord.
Morning, Oku. Prayers.
I had found him outside. The fog rolled in, so it is a bit rough
Oh,
to
it's
see
foggy out
outside.
there?
Yes.
Great.
I'm getting a wee
Maybe
bit
storm
twitchy
season.
on my trigger finger because nearly shot a poor person that came running up to me looking for a guardsman.
Hmm.
Tends to be what happens when a black silhouette comes running at you from the middle distance.
That is
Try
true.
not to shoot a random civilian.
Master Okri,
Aye.
there's bundles for you from the High Lord Emissary. Said doesn't know if your crossbow can handle it, but the dwarven bolts, figured they'd serve you well. Most of his quarrelers don't need them. I have plenty.
Can use these. These are something else.
Oh, I've done my job. Good day to you.
Thank you. I'll keep these for a special occasion coming up soon, I think.
Good.
I spent most of the other day trying to keep an eye on the pass. I found 2 statues which made me believe that what I'm looking for is deeper in the pass. However, that's the point. It's deeper in the pass where both the orcs and rats are currently having at it. And not only that, we have the satyrmen right up against the walls.
We have still yet to
Yeah.
find your father's body from when they stole the horse armor the last time we had seen them.
Well,
Been hearing
Keep your
weird
eyes open then.
things. Something about a minotaur leading them. It's armored minotaur.
And
They
that's the
tend
one
not
that
to
took
be
the body.
They tend not to be so clever. So this one might be their chieftain, and if that's the case, then they've been here for a while. Just staying out
they're
of sight,
pretty
I suppose.
skittish. Every time we've seen
Well,
them,
that's-
they've run off into the woods.
Well, that's probably why. They're smart. They know that if they get found, it's direct conflict.
Hmm.
I think they're building both numbers and weaponry.
I'd trust that despite the lack of armor, that won't dissuade you from sudden training, will it?
No, sir.
Very good. I have things to tend to, but I'll find you later.
Yes, sir.
Crown's blessings to you.
Yeah, you think? That's the thing that bothers me the most. I mean, think about it.
We'll figure it out.
Look at us.
I'm gonna go catch up on Soma, see what he figured out.
I could be hearing that now.
Yeah.
I heard some of their bits of armor were left.
Do you want me to go investigate?
Weapons. Unfired crossbows.
I still don't know exactly what happened. I just know that a group of us went out there, and
I can look
how we
around
found
if
them
you
was
want, but
suspicious.
it might be better for me to wait until the fog is gone.
I think that's a good idea.
I can have a look around the wilderness, see if there was any disturbances.
That might be a good idea. It's starting to sound like what's happening in Palamon, so if we can catch it early, I think that'd be the best.
what's happening with that either.
I'm gonna check on Soma. He was looking at these internal bits.
Went out to find Samuel, is what he said.
Okay.
I've not seen him come back, but I know that when he left, he mentioned it. Be careful. I'm not sure I like the fog all that much, given the last time we were in it, we had to deal with Satherman, Ratman, and God knows what else.
I'm sure it's just the storm rolling in.
Hoping so.
Are you busy, Prioress, or would you like to work with me to find Soma and see if we can figure something out?
I can walk with you. I'm not
So we
busy at the
figured out.
moment.
Only if you want to.
I wasn't there. But what kind of monster do you have to be to rip a man's heart out? And he put it on a table for all to see. And they flayed the Lord.
I mean,
Look sharp.
The Lord?
Let's try not to sow fear throughout the ranks.
Fear? No fear here, sir. Just confused.
We'll figure
It
it out.
takes a special kind of man to do that kind of thing, but it's not like it was a murder, right? There were 60 men in there. A whole garrison. And one of our own.
We'll handle it. We always do.
Yes, my lord. Our condolences, Prioress.
Thank you. Kran's blessings to you both.
The same to you.
Sorry.
No, it is all right. It is a conversation everyone will be talking about for a while.
Doesn't mean it's easy to hear.
It's not, but as you said, I can't blame myself for something like that too.
Yeah, that sounds good in theory, doesn't it?
It does.
I've been kidding about the fog.
What a kerfuffle. Are you alright?
Yeah, music in my head was very loud for some reason. I'm looking for something chill. What is this?
It was so foggy up ahead, I couldn't see it all. I saw was bits and pieces of people rushing through, silhouettes, and it's definitely a kerfuffle.
I like that word.
It's a fun word to say.
Kerfuffle.
Just page on that so I can lose track of that. For silver.
Lord?
Samuel.
There we go.
Apparently
Yes.
Kran's
someone's
blessings
looking
to you,
for
Monk
Did he
Marin.
get to you?
He did.
Do you know where he went?
Hope you've been doing well.
Been having a bit of a hectic morning, but aside from that, you know, every day is a blessing.
Yes,
Here's
it
the
is.
Prioress.
I have been alright. I've been doing a lot of prayer since yesterday, which I thank you and yours again for bringing him back to me.
So, but he wouldn't tell me what.
Yes, of course.
Let me see if...
Can't remember who he brought back.
One of my chaplain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So he at least gets
Yeah.
something if he needs it.
Very sorry.
I should tell him then.
Yes, I have a copy
It's
of
alright.
the
Like it
notes
was
that I've noted down.
very
I
targeted
told them
and
I don't want
very
to see him every
personal
day
in a way.
for now.
It felt the
Just to
same
make
when I
sure.
looked over the
I'm not
body
going
as
to give him
well.
anything else until I know that if there's signs
Thank
of
you.
relapse or anything like that, so we can determine dosage and all that
Have
kind
you
of thing. If it does
seen
need to be a regular
Surgeon
dose.
Soma, by the way?
Something I was told.
Oh no.
Yes, well, he was studying. I just don't know which direction he went in. Does anyone know where Soma went? Do you know where Soma went?
He was waiting right there. I don't recall where he went. I thought he maybe went back inside the keys.
Looking for work.
Oh.
Madam.
If you see him, tell him that the young lord was looking for him.
Soma and definitely the progress.
Yes.
I have.
Interesting.
So she hears it. Soma isn't here yet. I should get a shipment of venom sacks in because I know the Lord Earnhardt, how to be specific, asked for me to make more of the elixirs. So I have a shipment of that coming in, of the venom sacks. I want to teach her on how to look for hornwood because that's part of it.
Cotton by any chance?
Once
And you and
We can
I,
work together.
you and I can go out as well. I can protect you as you go and look, and give me more of a easier way of the terrain around here as well.
Whatever it is.
So plan is as soon as you're available, probably won't be today because I'm short in time, but if we can, we'll go out, look for hornwood. So, because I am working on it, should get the shipment of venom sacks in today so we can get the elixirs made, the basis of it, and then from there, you and the progress should be able to hand it over from there because Soma's a Joe's residence anyway, so.
I welcome the opportunity. Thank you so much.
And like I said before, it's all going to be just the cost of the ingredients, not anything else. Once I get it all put together. Okay. So I'll let you know how it goes with talking to his friend when he looks over your notes. See if we can't think of anything else to add with what you're making for him to get him out of this.
And of course, you understand the importance of control during this kind of process. I would recommend not really dabbling in liquor, pipeweed, anything that inhibits the brain, just for now.
Okay. All right.
While we're
I'll
trying to
make
figure
sure
out
that
factors, anything could.
if I start seeing him light his pipe, I'll swat it away.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be the end of the world, but I would prefer to keep it as controlled as possible. We don't know how this is going to affect him. Again, it's one day into the process. I'd like to be hopeful, but hopeful is not science. So.
Lord, while you're here and present, is there anything else?
When did you get on post?
Because I know you talked to me privately, you want some special items. Is there anything that you're needing immediate, like higher tier potions? Okay. Alright. I should get in a shipment of rare viscers, so I'll be able to make some more of the harder to make things. Just to make you aware, so I'll have some on the in stock to be able to make whatever you might need. Tier 3 antidotes, tier 3 deals.
I appreciate that.
Question I've been meaning to ask you though,
No, of course not. All you need. Right then.
maybe later.
So
If you need to
About your father.
when I get back, count towards fixing her stuff.
Is he okay? Has he been okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay. Alright, I was just worried about him. He was walking with a cane earlier the other day when he asked us to go look out there, and I was just curious if how he's doing.
Then yes. Okay.
He's been pushing himself, but we all are.
Samuel has.
Okay, alright. I'm just hoping he wouldn't lie to me and not come see me if he needed anything. I haven't been able to talk
If
to
there
him.
was something you could do, then you
No,
would.
it's highly likely that he's been
Okay.
here things
All right, good.
far away, so you might want to let them go further
Well,
down the
then,
road before you say that.
I'll take your word as always as gospel and not paying it a second thought.
Gospel priority, you hear that?
You were looking into it all. Maybe it's a sign.
I do.
Maybe so.
Give you a friendly warning.
Alright, well, let me go get Samuel his lacquer.
Take that on you. Have 94 units of cotton.
Is there a reason why Miss Sigvana is completely,
I will. She wants us to both visit and talk with her.
close?
She also wants. Well,
I might, if we could
Are you blushing? I can't see past your veil.
Wherever you guys.
No, I'm just wondering where her clothes went. She's-
I don't know.
Maybe.
Excuse me, my lord.
Maybe she's a golden or shoe.
I hate to be a
Well,
bother.
her shirt is gone too.
Stripper of all her clothing.
I have some business that I would like to discuss with yourself and my boss.
With the Bjorn and cultural thing.
and Miss
I don't know.
Otto.
I suppose.
I don't know where they're going.
In private.
It might be better in private.
A meeting. If you're not busy.
I have things to brew.
Who, me?
Did you need my assistance today?
No, I was just walking around, but if you ever need mine, you just let me know.
Alright, let's go.
I'm
Of
free
course,
to do so.
I have plenty of water to use now.
Apologies, Prioress. We'll have to take a walk later.
Okay.
If I see Soma, I will send
promise
him
I
your
won't be
way.
too long.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Zen,
You're very welcome.
If I'm going with this, can you do me a huge favor? Here's a key. Drop the cotton off.
Oh,
Exchange it for the
Miss
26
Marin,
units of lacquer and go drop
I
it
had
off
heard
the
yesterday that you had a large contingent of soldiers bring in swords. Is that it to get blessed? Is that right?
Yeah. Also, I don't know if this is proper use, but I've actually applied an oil that you gave me to one of the blades, specifically the captain's blade.
Wonderful. That's actually very wonderful to hear. That's what they're meant for. The oils themselves are supposed to be spread from the tip of the handles, the guard, all the way down. And you're supposed to do a prayer to your god. The way that I had done the actual oils themselves over the years of it being within my possession, it should be quite helpful, and I'm very happy.
Oh, thank you again for this wonderful gift.
You're welcome.
I also applied it to my own spear too. Oh.
I see. You see that gentleman right there in the leathers?
Yeah.
If you ever see him hit the young Lord Kyler, let it happen. He's a teacher.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I just wanted to let you know, because a lot of people will try to defend him, and you're going to see him be very strict.
Oh. Okay. Did that trial happen yet, by the way?
No, it has not. It seems that we're still waiting on a single ship to arrive. I believe the Baroness of Wazer Harbor is making her way as well.
No, maybe I should spread this to you, but, oh, I do see Soma. Are you looking for Soma?
I was looking for Soma. This is perfect. Thank you.
Marin, as you're standing here, you hear a small little crash from inside the weaving room. Something is tipped over.
Oh dear. You and I can have more of a conversation later. If you need to make sure whatever's going on and he takes care of, I have to make sure that he gets through.
Perception check for you, because you're standing there in clear view.
Wonderful.
You are being looked for by.
With a 17, as Marin opens the door, you can see a floating rat trapped in strands of yarn as it's trying to drag a loom over.
He's in the middle of a meeting. Just wait outside the office. He's looking for you.
Understood. Understood.
What is going on in here?
Trapped, floating.
What? Why is that rat floating?
I don't know exactly. And it just kind of showed up on my doorstep one day, and at the temple, and I've been trying to, take care of it ever since.
It is really tangled in every strand. It's starting to leak like pus now, because some of the boils have popped.
Oh, goodness me, this poor thing.
And now that it's free.
Oh, I'll keep my hands up to make sure he doesn't fly away.
Has the bag him again?
And in the bag it goes. Trapped again. You see the previous bag is on the ground and you see a hole eaten through it.
Oh, so I'm trying to get a custom order of some sort of container to contain pus. And he also has a collar, so he has an owner. Pus.
I see. This poor thing is covered in it as well. Is there something that you're doing for them, by chance? Are you trying to pray for them, or?
I think at the moment we're trying to nurse it back to health. Because I haven't fed it yet. I better get some cheese or something.
I see. The tavern has a wheel of cheese in the back. The last time I had walked past it. That would probably be your best bet to get some cheese, seeing as I believe the shop owner, Bucci, has been having issues with his deliveries due to the Triton farmlands, if I remember. You overhear a lot of conversations within this keep. Lucky enough, some of these are going to help me one day.
Alright, Rogan, I'm gonna equip pus like a
like an item to your hip in the bag. Okay.
Yeah.
As you've attached this bag to your hip, it is floating off to the side. It's busted traps, but the bag is floating.
I guess you can call it one of those new things I heard that they do in Theosia. It's a bag full of air that floats.
Yeah,
Not sure what they're called though. There's something like that, yes.
I'll get him some cheese.
Grand's blessings.
Thank you.
Crown's blessings to you, sir, yet again.
Pires,
Yes.
I trust the Lord has informed you of my position.
Yes, he has.
I do not know whether yet it is a point of pride or concern that your armor is the only one that seems to be in suitable condition.
I take great pride in taking care of my belongings, as well as sending out oils throughout the barracks to be able to shine and protect, as well as I take great pride in taking care of my weaponry and keeping a sharp wit about me.
We shall put these things to the test, I am sure.
I look forward to it.
That one there, the one running off into the distance, the Warforged, he belongs to this house, does he not?
He is a hedge knight to the estate, yes.
I see.
Sir Alteus.
Alteus, then. More people to whip into shape, then?
Yes, I believe it would be quite beneficial for him to understand his position. I do not believe he understands it fully.
He will, soon enough. I shan't keep you, Prioress. Do make sure that the members of your church are informed that the same will be expected of them as of any other soldier.
Absolutely, all of my chaplain are fully well, and they take care of everything that I ask of them. I get a bit harsh when it comes to making sure that they are safe, while also being able to take care of those around them.
Very good. Pass on the warning if you would be so kind.
Of course. May the crown guide you in your teachings. Sir Bishop.
I'm certain they will.
I noticed there's been a lot of extra guests that we've been having.
This we have.
We will delay for as long as we can.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, anything.
If they start pressing, we'll tell them that the cures are starting to
2 days ago,
affect.
have you ridden back over to Nodus on a white horse?
Yes, I did. I have been informed of what you are asking of me. And I want you to know that right as you had arrived at the Grove, I had just hit the road ready to head back to Nodus.
Considering that everything was so spontaneous and everything happening at the same time, it could not have known that you may have already left until then. It couldn't be in many places like that at the same time too much, at an instinctive process.
While I was at the Grove, Soma, I saw 30 to 50 of the husk all around the veil that surrounds the Grove.
Head of agriculture.
They all attacked Blaze, dragging him in, trying to pull those, the heartstrings of those, I should say, that care for him, to get them to leave so they can grab them. I do
At the very
believe...
least, you understand what it is.
I do. And without my circle, I don't think a lot of it would have been successful.
That was your doing.
I had been sent out by the Lord Olnof to assist with a blessing, as well as the monk Marin. She and I worked together and created several circles to assist.
It would not have known that because it hated it.
I'm just going to continue trying to think of other ways to help.
Double your efforts if we can get him cured.
You may need to get another portion of yourself ready just in case. From what I found out from the crate that was brought to my attention within the office, the lords need to know about what I found, and it is not a pretty sight.
I spent hours in your office while you were resting, and praying over the body of the chaplain.
The sooner you can get his fucking head fixed, the better.
I want you to know that if it was mimicking me, I would never in such a panic tell a random guard. I would go to you directly. So if something like this ever happens again, something impersonates me, know that I do not do things lightly.
Sentinel from Meshmet the Lost in your grove?
That's not something what it would do then.
He's much more than that. He is the head of
You are the prioress.
of the elder world underneath.
I didn't know he was the head of all
Directly to Daido,
I may need your help within my office for the next week or so. Because what I have found, I am competent. I am in paranoia of what is to come. I will need your prayers of Oteus to guide me as well as to bless that office at any given time and means.
I will do as I can, as I have been every night, since dead rised. I have blessed this house, your office, the courtyard, places that our Lord frequents.
What's happening in your fucking grove?
Well, no, what I meant was, weren't y'all trying to get him out somewhere so the dwarves can take care of him?
Yes, as soon as something happens where he's vulnerable, I need to know so I can take action.
Okay. I only know bits and pieces, so what do you want me to do on my end with this?
I still need to talk with Basil.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Do you happen to have anything for headaches? I was trying to sharpen my blade. Get it up and proper now that the, what's his name, the warden, or whatever, has shown up. I cannot focus. Sir Bishop, it happened so suddenly, I'm trying to figure out things. Do you have anything for headaches? It's on and off all day this morning.
There is a few alchemical treatments, as well as some few ingredients of plant-likes that could be able to help with it, but there are a few tricks. A simple cloth, a little bit of cold water, not too cold, but something of that of lukewarm. You place that upon your head for a certain amount of time. That headache can be slow as a process of going away. It's one of the few. It has a balance.
There's one that an old priest had taught me. If you put your thumb right here and press with your forefinger and your thumb, it actually helps if you feel that small bump where you can usually feel your pulse. It
I'll be
helps
talking
calm
with
it
you
and
soon,
slow.
Adam.
Oh, really?
And it can help with your headaches, yes.
I think...
Mr. Soma,
I
Kyler would
think I'm doing it right.
Yes, and I would want to...
Yes,
feels like
yes, you are.
It
It has a small squishy feeling with your hand.
Yes, it's almost feels like I don't even know how to describe it. It's that is strange. My nostrils, they just flared up. It's almost like I didn't have a runny nose a moment ago.
It should help.
Well, I will keep doing this for a while. See if it can fix things. I appreciate it.
Of course.
It's been killing me all morning.
Crown's blessings to you, Daisy. And to you, Daniel.
Blessings to you as well.
Prioress.
Yes.
Man, look at you. Maybe next time.
I suppose so.
I'm going to ask Summer about what he found with the
intestine.
So, if that's not something you're keen on, Prioress, you don't have to be here, but I figured it might be something you'd want to know.
I think I would like to know, seeing as he has asked me to bless his office. After what he found.
What?
You want to hear this. My original assumptions that I had, telling you about her being destroyed, I have a feeling that's not the fucking case anymore. That intestine was from one of the few. Yeah, I know, it fucking sucks. From the intestine of which I found crude markings, cuts, looks like that they were torn by hand, much more so like from an animal. Those 60 men that were gone, I have a very acute feeling. I've gotten some information from others. Samuel, Tori, a little bit from Tang, and I'll inform Autumn after this conversation, immediately or so after. But from what they found and what I've gathered is this. When they went inside, supply and everything was scattered all across from the rooms. From that northern estate that was attacked, and I will count it as such. On the third floor, they found the chaplain completely disfigured, and all that of the sort. You're probably already informed of that. So was that lord up there as well. That of which, from a corroded arrow, that of flame damage to the arrow in and of itself. A bit of a harder description. But from all of what I've gathered, I think she took them. She killed whoever was there and took the bodies.
Risa.
It, the husk, yes. It is not dead. At least I don't think.
What the Exactly.
I don't know either. I can't understand it. I was pretty damn sure for when Autumn used her power in order to make sure that she was gone. But when I was examining that intestine, young lord, I could have fucking sworn I saw her in my office. She's back on her old schedule. And if I'm knowing correctly, those disappeared bodies aren't just any fucking coincidence. And
When
what
was the
she did
last
to that
time
chaplain?
that we had bodies just disappear? No trace,
It
no
would have been with
blood.
the
Cults.
But there's also this exact thing happening in Palamon. People are just disappearing from all over the place, not just High Lord people, lower people, and they've brought the Inquisition in to deal with it.
It's not just that. How I know that it's returned, how I think I know that it has, what happened to the chaplain. Way back then, when I was working in the Imperial Clinic, the same exact fucking thing happened to that priest when he locked everything down and locked me in. It happened the exact same fucking way that it happened to that priest.
They
The
did
same
that to
exact way, the
Electa?
intestines. It did. Did indeed. I only heard of it. I've never seen it. But I've only heard the cleanup that they had to do inside of the fucking clinic.
What if... The husk and Risa are the same thing, right?
The same cursed fucking monster.
What if its original plan was to get into the Grove through Lisa or Blaze? Get something in there, and then have it be powerful enough to do whatever the fuck it wants to do. Now that it was foiled, it's going back to, well, I'm just gonna build a big army.
It's not just that kind of objective. Its objective always, and always had been, was me.
Soma, I'm going to stop you. When I was in the Grove, I was sitting with Laudia. And he could have gone into that grove any time he wanted while they slept. He didn't need permission. They didn't give her permission. He just was there in front of her, past the veil. Whatever she was planning, I feel, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're thinking that this was some sort of diversion? Is that what I'm thinking? What I'm overhearing, what I'm guessing from what you're saying, that this was some sort of diversion to steer us away from what was really happening. Because if you're the real target, why were all of them in the Grove when they could have gotten you?
I don't know. Its true intentions, I do not fucking know.
Actually kidnapped Basil. They could have done a lot more. They could have come in here and attacked you, for all we know. But they didn't.
They went to
So this is the confusion that I'm also not understanding.
I feel like it's trying to make an ultimatum. This entire time, since the Robber Baron, since the Orcs, since those wars and events that have occurred, this creature has been gathering bodies. And I have a feeling that vault within the north, where that lord used to be, is just the fucking start of it. And it has been.
And it's even told me that at that one point. And what worries me the most is what's through that archway.
But if it's gathering bodies, then what does it gain by skinning the Lord? What does it gain by that?
Symbolism. I don't know. It did
No.
the exact same thing to the...
Think. The last time we saw anything like this was with those cultists, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think? How do you think, I should say? Sorry, loud voices. Do you think that she watched what they did? Because that's the only way that I can assume that that's how she... If you're thinking that this is her, would know what to do. Why she would display one of my chaplains the way that they did. Because if that's the case, we have more of an issue. That there's either more of them, or it really is her gaining. And I don't know. What I do know is I will do my absolute damnedest to...
If
do
she's
as I
dead,
can.
the connection to all these other shrooms should be gone.
Should have.
Right? Then there's that cave that Faye was watching with the shrubs or whatever the fuck it was. That was full of them, remember? If we check
the
there...
cave of which I walked in there, then...
If we check there and they're still walking around or dormant, not completely fucking dead, then we know she's still alive.
We would need a large fucking contingent to make sure that...
We just need to see
even
what's in
check
there.
it.
Faye can do her... She
Did
was
you want
watching
the
it with the trees or whatever the
Baroness
fuck
watching
it
over
was.
this?
We just look through her eyes.
A lot of mysteries with this shit has been going on ever since I was afflicted by this shit. And I've been trying to figure this out and to go up against them ever fucking since. And I have a feeling that the actions of what's taken place just 2 days ago, she's now returned to her old habits, and even towards myself, because I shit you not, I could have sworn I've seen them a few times in my office before I left, when I was examining that intestine, like it knew that I was going to see it.
Here's a thought. What if you're just struggling with the trauma of it?
Could very much well be, which is another reason why I'm going to get with Renee soon on this type of stuff. But this is too coincidental. Which is why I also said I'm taking necessary precautions by the Lord's orders with the cures that I have currently. We are gonna need to distribute them to those of the Griffin Guard. And two of yourself, Prioress.
I need one too.
And you will get one as well. They're all in my
hand me
office
one.
at the moment. And I will need to get with Autumn onto making more of them.
She mentioned to me earlier that she's getting the materials she needs.
You've already spoke with them about it. Good. We will need every ounce of fucking backup plans and every single strategy that we can get. Because this, right now, I feel like is far from over. And all these mysteries are gonna keep looping on us until she either shows herself again, or we encounter something that could be far worse than the undead.
Alright, prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
That's what I've been doing for years.
Alright. Fuck. Okay. Sorry.
Lord Arnoff will need to be informed about this.
I'll let him know.
Please do. I would have only assumed that things might have gotten worse if something like this were to happen, but I didn't think it would be of that such. Hal was executed.
We should talk to Faye if we can catch her.
No, we will. I will. I'll make sure of it. I'll give a Renee about those updates, reports about my symptoms, and the activities that's been going on within my mind. I'll keep that up as much as I can.
Alright. Let's find Faye. You need to tell her about what you've been seeing.
I'll stay here and stop prayer. Blessings.
Thank you, Prioress.
Thank you, Prioress.
Of course.
After all this is said and done, I need to find Basil. Oh, it's not the news that you'd wanted to hear. It's not something that I would.
If we cannot, well, consequences. Of course.
Whoa, are you here to be verbally abused?
Yes, sir. I can't wait.
Excellent.
He's on his way to go talk to Faye, just so you are aware.
Okay.
Who do I be to defend him?
And you say that
you're invisible.
And you say that you are what? One of the civilians that he had a hand in rescuing from the Orc Fortress?
Yes, that's right. He went out of his way with a group of contingents. They made sure we were all right. They even protected us as we were going through, as hordes of them were coming by. I really do not. I wanted to be forward and state how helpful he was in all of this. He even helped me when I tripped and there was these large orcs coming through. I needed to put forth what I had to say.
And you would stand by the fact that they came themselves to, as you said, lead this contingent and what? Freed the prisoners?
Yes, they had gone out of the way to free prisoners that were stolen by these orcs, and they had even made a pathway. They've killed many. They helped with this war.
A marvel and a positive thing. Of course, bravery is always something to be smiled upon, but perhaps you misunderstand the general question that has been put out to those that would come speak. Those that can refute the crimes that have already been brought against the accused, and they are set to be put on trial against. This is a statement of character witness. This does not disprove any of the tribunal's claims against the individual in question.
How is anyone supposed to be able to do that, though, my lord? If I'm to be honest with you, if none of us were even there to be able to put forth these witnesses that you're asking of us.
That is why it is an open tribunal, and those who have evidence are to step forward. We appreciate your bravery, to put in a good word, but this hardly has anything to do with the questions that were put forth by the tribunal, nor is it in the correct time frame. Is there anything else you have to bring forward to this panel?
No. Just that I believe that he's a good person.
Thank you. You are dismissed.
Listen.
court's time.
There's a monkey on the cart.
My lord.
We're the ones who have to sift through this shit first.
Your words are very kind.
I understand its purpose.
I do what I can.
Thank you.
I have to enjoy it.
I was gonna talk.
Alright, that's fine.
They're really rough in there. Please be careful.
Hi, Lord. Is this where the thing is going on?
You mean open hearing, yes.
Yeah. I've come to open hearing.
And who are you?
I'm Daisy. I manage the farm underneath Daniel.
Daisy.
And we're...
You manage the farm underneath. Events up until now. Seems like the fashionable is officially. Lord Arnold Erdhart Sr. Before he was adopted, his name was Kyler Blint.
So does his crimes also invalidate his adoption?
Whether or not the surrogate wants to remain the adoptee does not matter. What matters to us are the fraudulent behaviors of a would-be nobleman who is wanted across the provinces before he was ever bestowed with such a gift. This means that the Erdhart Sr. has not disclosed this information and has already admitted to being aware of the charges brought forward. He too is in question.
I see. So this is for both of them?
More so the younger, but should the elder be found complicit, they will be stripped of their citizenship, stripped of their holdings and their local title,
Oh my God, she's
and
bald.
deported from the province.
Bald.
Wait, so because of the mistakes of his son, he will be removed?
It is not a mistake to lie on behalf of the criminal.
Is what he's done not mattered?
Would you
The
have
good that he did?
the gall to ask those of the families of who he has murdered to their face, as if the people he saved now is worth their sons' or daughters' lives?
Well, we all die.
Really?
Have you been to home?
That would be your response?
You know of a home, right? Hobbit home?
Of course I don't know about this Hobbit home.
Well, that's where all of us come from. And we live with no walls and without any safety other than from the graces of those who come and help us. And we die all the time. A lot of us died in Orc War, including my husband.
There's a very different thing between dying to the wilderness and a man named Mr. Blint putting a knife in your back and turning it to kill you.
Is there? Doesn't it always,
Yes.
we all end up in the same dirt?
Miss Daisy, was it? Please understand that this is a civilized society, not some hamlet in the woods. There is punishment for these crimes. The crimes that he has committed, as stated, are of some of the highest caliber, and there will be retribution for this. While your words are passionate, and I am sure there is some truth behind them, if you have no evidence that gives any sort of indication as to innocence on the charges that have been laid against Kyler Blint, you are wasting the court's time.
What is the evidence against him?
3 charges of petty theft, 4 charges of actual theft, 6 cases of murder, and 1 of manslaughter.
And what did he steal?
Does that matter?
Does it not matter why he took it?
No, a crime is a
when?
crime. What are these questions?
What if in wartime or for the good of the whatever? I hear that all the time when the books
In
or the
times of
nobles
war,
like to say.
if this man has not held a position when these charges of theft were leveled against him. That would be pilfering and or raiding, Miss Daisy. Those crimes are
Would it
punishable
not be
by
if
death.
but if they won, then don't they get to decide if that's true or not? Isn't it spoils if they win?
This was not done during a wartime anyway. They were a criminal. A criminal high on serenity, murdering people for the goods in their pockets. So let us dispel this weird scenario that you are making up that has nothing to do with the criminal we are speaking about. This was a street rat who murdered people for the goods that they had either to sell or on their person. For what? The highest bidder so they could get their next high.
I see.
Good.
Wasn't it the Baroness herself who has condemned Serenity as a drug that alters people? Haven't the people who have been peddling it been picked up off the street, but those who were affected by it were allowed to recoup and recover?
Do you understand these crimes took place around 60 years ago? Were you even alive then? What are you doing here?
Well, I heard that a lord that I have great respect for and who has shaped this city, including the very area that we're standing, was being charged with crimes
and feelings towards the man in question have no opinion on the court's decision. If you have nothing that leads us to any evidence of his innocence, of the charges laid against him, you are wasting our time.
Am I?
Yes.
So the opinions of the people are not what you're looking for. You're looking for random people to come off the street with evidence? Is this some sort of kangaroo court? You're looking for random people to have evidence?
Cannot always rule absolute, especially when the charges of murder are something to be considered. Murder.
What is the evidence that he murdered?
Forgiven.
He is placed at the scene. Seen there civilians, merchants, and 1 noble baron.
And who was killed?
A very high profile. I'm done answering your foolish questions. Do you have something to help this man?
Oh, I'm dying.
In the way that you're seeking, no.
Well, I hate to tell you, little hobbit, but this is the way that civilized court is. If you don't have fact, your feelings doesn't matter.
I see. I apologize.
I do need to hydrate, but if I hydrate, it will be so noticeable that I'm doing that. Oh, Yaman. Good try.
Is there something we can help you with, Yaman?
If I was able to sit in on this.
You are not. Do you have something you need to say?
Nothing that would be listened to.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Well, you don't want people's opinions, you want facts.
It's usually how court works. Yes.
I'm aware. I'll
Next.
just sit.
Come on, mate.
I did have a question.
Stand up when you talk to the court.
Yes, of course. My apologies. Was it 60 years that you said that these crimes have taken place?
60 or so years, yes. The individual in question is in their early 80s.
I see. Well, I will be frank. I, too, came to this tribunal to speak on behalf of the young Lord Erhart, but as you have said, you are here for facts, you are here for proof, and I was not there 60 years ago. I can only speak for what I have seen in the recent months that I have known the young man here in Nodis. If you are willing to hear those accounts, then I will tell them, but if not, then I have nothing for you, I'm afraid.
If you think they bear some relevancy, then speak.
Well, I am a merchant here. I have been for 3 years, and while that may not seem like much, the young Lord Erhart, his whole house for that matter, has been nothing but a boon for myself and my fellow merchants. They are respectful, they hold us, me and my own in high regard. They have done nothing but increase the welfare and the overall goodness of this town. Just like the young Daisy had said, this place we're standing. If not for him and his home, well, we wouldn't have this place to have this tribunal. Perhaps he was a criminal, is criminal, but we all have our demons, and clearly he's trying to do what he can to repay whatever misdeeds he's done in the past. I know that's likely not enough for you, but
let me ask you a
I
question.
see him as a good man. Yes.
Do you have a family?
I did. In Ireland.
Who amongst them was the most precious to you?
My sons.
Your sons. Imagine your son, your pride and joy, went to town one day to sell some goods on your behalf to make your life a little easier while you spend some time at home, or were doing other work elsewhere. And some good-for-nothing street rat came up behind your well-behaved and well-to-do son and stabbed him in the middle of his back, near his lungs. If you don't know, when that happens, you cannot scream because your lungs start to fill with blood. Quietly stabbed in his back, just to take the coin purse off of his belt, which was meager, by the by, in this scenario. And your son is dead. And 40, 50 years later, you find out who his killer is. And they swear they've changed, and they've done good deeds, and maybe they've saved a couple people's lives. Are you telling me that that would be good enough for you and you would not pursue the law? That the goodness that he may have shown to other strangers has bought the life of your son?
I cannot say I would. No.
Of course not. No one would. And that is why the system of law is in place. So for all the good that he might have done here, there are still those that he did murder and steal from in the past that have never gotten justice, never were able to sleep because they knew not who killed their son. And now they know who it is. And now they want justice. Should they be denied this?
No.
And this is why we must ask for fact that if there is anyone out there who may have been present at the time of these thefts or murders that may be able to dispel, must come forward. And why we take these character witness statements, record them, and take them with a grain of salt. I will be honest with you, even if he was the greatest man in the world now, he was still an unpunished murderer then. Let the court decide his crimes. If he comes out on the other side, somehow given a sentence other than death, then he can spend the rest of his life trying to earn something more than the hate of those that he has subverted or killed. That is the court's stance.
The record book you requested, my lord.
I hope that helps understand why we are so dismissive of character witness.
Yes, of course.
But
Of course I can.
your words have been recorded nonetheless. Is there anything else that must be brought before the court?
Not at this present time from me. No.
Then, thank you for your time. You are free to go.
Thank you, my lord.
My condolences for your family.
I lost my family to an unknown catastrophe that even I don't understand to this day. But some time ago I had heard rumors that someone was behind it, that someone did that deed. I lost my wife, I lost my sons, I lost everything, and I fled to this province, hoping to start a new life. If I may say, my lord, if this individual who caused this catastrophe were to face me now, perhaps I'm one of the few, but I would not raise my hand against them, even if that is wrong.
Well, thankfully, that is not your job. Well, if the court were to catch them, it would be a different story. You are allowed to be impartial, my son. But the law is the law. And it must remain so.
I understand. Thank you.
Yaman. Present yourself. Step forward. Due to your position as Yaman, the court is asking, since you seem to know people in this town who are acquainted with the accused, the court requests that you go and find any individuals that would speak on their behalf. and bring them here presently.
At once.
Next.
Gonna be honest with you, I was gonna do about the same. But there's a lot going against him.
It is not your fault. How can you be expected to know the past of a stranger?
I was going to talk about all the good things that he's been doing around here, but if he did all of that, did he really stab people just for money? Is that what they're saying?
There is documentation that has been given to us not only by the local guard posts in some of the places that Mr. Blind has resided in, but affirmated statements from those he once worked with, providing proof and evidence that line up with that of the guards given in separate testimony. Some of these have also described him being arrested, being put into waiting cells, as being a serenity addict, and bouts of violent behavior and things of the sort. So yes, I would say very likely he did kill people for money, for that next high.
They got a whole description of him and everything. That it was...
There are those that recognize he has a very certain complexion. His eyes are different from most of his kind because he is half-blooded. His eyes are more yellow than a drow red. His voice was recognized on several occasions, along with the outfit that he once wore that had been spotted in another town where capture was evaded. He has a long track record. And I really doubt that 30-something people will come together and lie about the same man, of varying ages, anywhere from 28 to 117.
That just changes my whole view on the man. I mean, he's done a lot of good here, sure, but if he could just easily turn that on and off, doesn't it make him a psychopath or something?
Unfortunately, it makes him like most men, hungry for power. Power he got through his adoption.
I mean, like 3 years ago, he was just like an apprentice at the blacksmith. He helped small jobs around town. I guess it's hard to see it, but with so many people already saying that they have full descriptions of him and full-on legal documents, I guess I have to be honest, I would look him up too.
Well, that is for the court to decide. And in time we will know the truth, I am sure. Is there anything that you want to say?
Everything I was going to say is kind of out the window, to be honest. Thank you for your time and giving us folks more information on the man who we thought was a friend. And
it is a court's job to be impartial. Thank you for your time.
yeah. Yeah. Blimey. That sucks.
State your name.
Torti Verdello?
You are the daughter of the Castellan.
I adopted daughter, yes.
Late Castellan.
Yes. I only just heard word a minute ago that this was going on. I apologize for not being here sooner. You want the words of, is it Kyler, correct?
The man known as Kyler Blint, yes.
Well, I do not know him under that name. I only know him as Kyler Earhart. And I do not know of him in the past. I only know him from the last year or so of everything we've experienced together. We have fought wars together, big and small, and you're going to be very hard-pressed to find someone more loyal than them once you make a friend, sir. He is a very kind soul, and I don't know what hardships he's been through, but I do believe that many people's lives here have been greatly improved and saved thanks to just him being here. I'm afraid I can't list anything specifics for any concerns of his past, but there's many people here that all have rough pasts. I'm sure you know.
There is a difference between a ambiguous, rough past and being a murderer.
I understand.
6 charges of murder. Several more of theft and petty theft, one of impersonation. All across several different provinces, mostly located in the province of both Coracadis, the capital, and Blackrock.
I see. I am not one to be able to place judgment on how one should balance life after that. But I do feel that it is important that he was quite essential during the war, especially with the orcs. He personally helped lead men right with him into the fort itself, you see. And because of him, many people were saved. So I do not know how one would ever balance out certain things in life. That is not up to me to decide, obviously.
It is up to all of us to decide.
I see.
At the end of the day, you, myself, any soul with free will must decide what they do with their free hands. And there are those who put them to honest trade, those who put them to good works, and those who use their free open hands to kill others and rob them of their belongings. There are those who deserve justice, no matter how much the man might have changed. A savior now, a criminal yesterday. Do those of the deceased not deserve answers and repayment?
I might ask you then, if someone was to murder for some selfish reason or under life threat, either way, murder is murder, yes. Is there any such thing as redemption in the future? Does any change, any good they could bring of the world help at their situation whatsoever?
Murderers face the hangman's noose. No one life can be used to pay for another. If one commits such a heinous crime, they must be held accountable. And this is not even to speak about the multiple counts of theft. And that most of the people who were killed just to have their coin purses stolen by a Serenity addict. So, is there anything that you have aside from your character statement, that might shed light on the behavior and actions of this criminal?
Already stating everything they would say.
What's going on?
It still will be recorded.
Unfortunately, like I said, I don't know his past as much as I would like to.
Perhaps there is a reason for that. Perhaps there's a reason he does not share that past.
I would hope it is because he is ashamed of it and has been introduced to a new life and would hope to stay that way.
A life of lavish luxuries.
Something else you should ponder. Does blood wash away blood?
Landlubbers love to mince words.
I do not know the crimes of Kyler Blint, but the Kyler Earhart that I know, I personally would say he does not deserve the hangman's noose. I'm sorry, that is all I can offer.
Would you be willing to make that statement to the fathers and mothers who lost their children, sisters, or brothers to this man? Would you look them in the eye and tell them he does not deserve the hangman's noose because you feel he is a better man?
Probably would tell them that and they would be quite upset with me, sir. Yes, I will honestly say.
It is clear to me of no concept of the law. I pray no one ever does anything to you, and that those who are witnesses do not apply what you have just said to your situation. I would hope you get justice.
It says on here, make sure you only talk about Autumn's knowledge, not yours. Better than nothing.
Whenever you're ready.
Should we go inside the safe?
Might as well.
What do you guys think?
Unfortunately, I really don't got much. It's Autumn. It's only been dealing with hospital and nothing.
I'm sure.
Anything.
There's just a line.
It comes about.
I guess it's me.
If you have nothing, then you have nothing.
Please present your name to the court.
I have to.
I recognize you.
Listen, I'm old. I've lived here for 3 years, and I need to say, with all of this knowledge, I'd like to know this all true, yes? Is this criminal?
I'll be decided by the courts, but right now, yes, the evidence is damning.
All I say is that he was a good boy, he helped with many things around town. Never caused any issues here. Doesn't change the fact that if he killed somebody, I would lock him up myself. But know that he has changed, but I would never say that to those families that you've lost. That is all. My back is terrible. I don't want to be here no more.
Whatever you want to bring up. Just be cautious.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I don't want to do this. I feel like I'm just like a random character. I'm not giving you a name. I'm tired. I can't think straight. Don't do this to me, bro. I can't think of that off the top of my head. I've used so many of the same name. Fuck.
Lord Kyler Ermont has achieved during his time here in Nautis.
The man we are speaking about in the court is the name of Kyler Blitz. Please continue.
Well, Kyler Blitz you speak of has done a great service to the Sabine Forest in pushing back the orc threat. The threat that was shorn on the wood and shorn everything that Nautis held dear as far as the forest and wood to Dar held dear. And the supply of goods that the forest does provide Nautis.
Oh, what do I do? I don't have anybody that could be like a character witness anymore, man. I don't want to talk to Soma yet, because I need Brunswick for that. Damn, I missed. Parkour. What is this? Dice tournament. Tavern party.
This is hardly legible.
Talk to Tordy
Die.
if die.
Die tonight. Torn gets it soon. Is this a warning? Die tonight. Torn gets it soon. Oh my god. Talk to
What looking at over here, huh?
I'm a scribe. I can barely read this. This is. I think this is a threat. It says die. It says die tonight. Torn gets it soon. Oh, no, that's completely wrong.
Talk to.
I think it says
Torty.
I think it says torment. Torment. This is not written correctly at all.
I always they're down here.
I mean, if that's a.
What's it say down here?
Talk. Okay, this is a little bit better. Talk to torn taunt it taunty it.
Maybe F. If.
Inten. Oh, that is the worst F I've ever seen. Oh,
I made this font. This is what's so funny.
This is what happens when you don't hire a scribe. This is what happens when you don't get a professional. No one's going to. What even this
these
is? Well,
dice,
the drawing.
right? They look like dice.
Those look like dice.
And
Those
that's
look
a cat.
Dice. Are you sure that's a cat? That's.
You look like a.
Yeah, that's a cat.
Why
that's
is
a cat
it,
of.
why rock
some
smiley
type.
face? Rock.
I don't know what that could be, a rock or a person. Talk to Torty. Okay, if some of the I understand if some of these are backwards. Talk to Torty if intestines. That's another R. Insert is wristed. Interested in voting. Voting?
Joxing?
Do we have
Joey?
I think it says voting.
Is it V?
No. I don't think there's.
If this V, no,
V.
this one. Why this have X?
That has that might be in.
Can you read this?
More people interested in this tournament. Yes.
Tournament.
Dice tournament, tavern party time soon. Talk to Torty if interested in joining.
That's completely written the wrong way.
What do you mean? It says exactly what I said.
What is this? What does this say? That's okay. No, I know what this is. This is a J. J-O, Joel.
Join. J-O-I-N.
It's not an I. No, this is this is an I right here. There's no cross.
No, it says joining.
That says join.
Join.
Okay. It says join, but it means joining.
Sure.
talk. Okay, dice tournament, tavern, party, quarry. That's okay. That might be
tavern party time soon.
Party. Tim, time soon. Okay, time. That's time.
Tim.
Snow E. Talk to Torty if interested in voting. I mean, joining. I think that's.
This is very difficult to read. My back hurts. I need doctor.
No, but that's why people. That's.
Free of charge.
Dice tournament tavern. But I'm not interested in gambling.
What did you do, Finn?
Which, usually that works. I did it on the left side. Hang on.
Can you fix this before the guards come? Should we get the guards?
No, yeah, no, I can fix
one of the
this.
shimmering waves.
No, he is a doctor.
So I did it on the left side, so it has to be fixed on the other side.
She said
That's kind of a twist motion, so... Yeah, you have a bag?
Yeah, with the bag.
Can I see it just for a moment? Oh, God.
Sure, it's not a big one, but...
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna get out of the street before I get run over by a horse.
There's a lot of jangle of coin in it.
Oh. This is a coin bag. Oh, I mean, thank you for the... I understand payment and such.
I would be 2 cents.
Right, well, I don't want that. Let's just fix this old lady and get going then. Oh, she's twitching.
Did you fucking
yeah.
Dude,
I mean, I missed with the... Yeah, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My name is Solomon.
Are you alright, miss? I don't know. Oh, Finn? Finn?
Sorry, they knocked me out on here. Alright, So that was that side. You mind just keeping an eye out, make sure, like, no,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, fuck, this is bad.
Just distracting, yeah.
Those poor girls, they don't seem to get to have a consistent...
I mean, clearly they'll be alright. I just need to think here. What was it? Because I learned that... Was this the one I learned from the monk or the drunkard? No, it was probably the drunkard. Yeah, it was. I mean, do you understand what this is? Not exactly, no. It's kind of a whole thing. I'm sure you could figure it out, though. Well, thank you. I'm glad we got it. Oh, I know.
He's not the horse doctor. He's a pirate doctor. What happened? Oh, my back hurts worse.
You passed out from back pains. I would suggest you see the surgeon as soon as possible. Do you need assistance getting up, or you're just gonna lay here?
Yes.
Yes. Hang on. Let me just stand up here. Oh, come on, don't stand there. Help me. Okay.
Oh,
here we go.
There's.
Don't worry about it.
I can't feel my legs. Like,
No,
I can't feel my legs.
No, you'll feel.
I can't feel my legs. Or my arm.
Alright, well, that's a whole other situation. Hang on, stay here. Yeah, just lean on the wall. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Help! Somebody help me! Help! Help!
Are you? Oh my God! Are you okay?
I can't feel my legs or my arm. That man, he did something to me. I don't know what he did.
He was trying to help your back, ma'am.
I cannot feel my legs.
Help me get it
I
up.
can't feel
That
my
might not be a
legs.
good idea. That might not be a good idea to move him right now. You might like make it worse.
What is this supposed to
Excuse me, beautiful woman. Pardon me. I have a knife. This should work.
What?
Now,
A
what we
knife?
need to do... Yes, I'm a doctor, don't worry. What we need to do is very simple. Now,
I heard that.
Miss, what is your pain tolerance?
Lots.
Right, so if I do this, what do you feel? Nothing?
What? I'm joking.
Do what?
I'm poking your leg at this
Oh.
You gotta be careful. I'll take anything.
I
Not
don't
with a
feel
knife,
this.
with my finger.
We.
No? Okay.
Why don't you give this lovely lady a chair and help her sit in the chair? So
Oh yes, get a stool if you could, please.
Analysis.
A
A stool,
right.
something.
I'm sliding.
Alright, I don't need your knife. Here you go. There's a whole other problem.
I figured.
Sir.
Huh?
Sir. 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 Oh, thank you.
I'm more like of a reddish.
So, no, the one who gave me the knife. Sorry, just give me one. There's stools behind you, by the way. If you can help them on the stool.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, you would see like her legs just dangle, like they have nothing, and she is like dead weight. She help her into the stool.
It's okay. I'm like really fucking strong.
I don't know. I'm just asking a question. I know what happened. It's just I'm just asking.
Okay.
Why
I
didn't
don't
you clean
know.
it?
I didn't use the
Why
knife.
didn't you? Oh, I did not know.
Did we stab someone
bad.
in between you moving from here to there?
I'm sure.
Check your leg.
I can't feel arm.
Did you
Oh, it is bleeding. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I knew.
For all intents
This
and
is
purposes,
kind of
I'm not
predicament.
affiliated with him.
Neither of us.
Hey, stop saying shit.
Just like
I said
this
neither
right
of
there.
us.
Yeah, but we weren't even being questioned if we were or not. So
I
you
mean,
speaking
just in
just
case.
You know, it's always a problem. This is a simple nerve problem, you know?
That's
It-
you know, like
You know?
It's just a whole thing.
yeah, I do.
Hold
know.
on a second. Let me see some.
It's
Now you
like,
know.
You don't know. Now that I know that you know.
Hey,
Now
come
you
here
know.
for a
See?
second.
I
See?
know.
Now you know. Now you know. I know. He knows.
Come on.
I'm not
Come
sure
here.
about her
Come here.
knows.
Oh,
He knows.
alright.
Her
That
nose
bitch
is
knows.
fucked up.
What?
I think.
Is it just me or is it
You
not
see
supposed
how
to go
it
like
twitches
that?
It goes back and forth like a mouse.
Yeah.
Can I see your back?
Maybe alright.
Yeah, sure.
I can't feel my legs. My
God.
back hurts,
Yeah,
and my arm is
Okay.
not able to move.
Yep, yep. Okay. Hang on.
I have a feeling she does not feel anything.
Now, I learned this in Luxor University, miss. This
Okay.
is going to slightly sting,
What are you
but
doing?
this is where I got my doctorate. It is okay.
What are you doing?
Do you feel the other arm now?
No way that fucking works. Oh wow, my hand would see it.
But it does work.
You're kidding. What?
And legs? Legs are good too?
Well,
And the back pain's gone?
Shot.
I should have charged him with silver.
Yeah. How the fuck did he do that?
Very good.
I don't know.
Let's see how that method still works.
How did you do that? I've had this pain for 40 years. How did you do this?
I'm a doctor, miss.
She's that old.
I just do.
My best guess was.
Don't be disrespectful to her.
I mean, she looks 30.
My hair is
Okay, so
great.
if you have a...
Best guess?
Have a... what was it called? Good life? Yeah.
It's a compliment.
With less back pain.
You were comparing her to old people.
Is
What is
she
this?
that old? I thought she was like 30
5
to
silver.
20s.
Oh!
That's all I have on me. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, you can keep it.
Oh, bye, Sarah. I'm going to talk about the miracle doctor.
Oh, well,
There's a miracle doctor.
Sure.
There is a miracle doctor. I lost the ability to move for a moment. They touched my back like this. And now I can move again after 40 years. He has a scar across his head and he wears long jacket. Miracle.
Wow.
Wonder if he can recreate his.
Wow.
Is that one right there? That man.
Oh, is he coming towards us?
Yes, that one.
That's why I'm here.
Oh, maybe.
He miracle doctor.
Can. Oh.
And your lord hasn't helped.
This one? Can we get you help with something?
Sure.
I'm going to spread more word of the miracle doctor.
Please don't. Please.
Miracle doctor.
Oh, okay.
No, I already know. It's just an avenue of pursuance. Excuse you.
I have word to spread. There is miracle doctor with a scar across his head. Wears long black green jacket. He made me walk again by doing on my back. He's a miracle doctor.
I thought they were talking
Brought in
about
by
you.
Asara.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
You did it. You saved me.
I wanted to spread the word.
Yes, it was.
Next heretic. When you come back. I'm being taken for Kyler.
He fixed me. The man who broke me in the road. He fixed me. He's a miracle doctor.
But if he broke you and then he fixed you, that's...
No. Man with a scar across his head came over to me and did this. He go, "K," and I collapsed. Next thing I know, I wake up, arm and my legs don't work. And then he goes,
I'd have to just...
and now the back pain I've had for 40 years is gone.
How the heck?
That's...
Why?
He wears long black-green jacket and has scar across his head like someone shot him in the very bad toupee. Very bad toupee.
Black, green jacket and skull across.
That man, right there. He's coming down the road.
Oh, I see.
Miracle doctor.
What was his name?
I didn't get his name. Miracle doctor. Brought in by Asara.
It is public. If you have anything to say on Kylo,
Hey, Brents. Would I be able to grab Theodore for that scene with Soma?
Otherwise,
And so,
I'll be back soon. Tomorrow.
Copies of transcriptions of what had been said today.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Once we're all here, that's when the trial will occur. Trial? Wait, this is concerning what I heard around the time I guess
Take these and compare them to the ones that you made. Thank you very much.
I couldn't say much.
Oh,
Being autumn and all.
I know, I understand. I'm just doing the list. It means a lot.
Hope for the best.